Russia reported successful strikes on multiple Ukrainian military targets, including an airport and ammunition depots. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, their forces repelled numerous Ukrainian assaults throughout the day. The ministry's report detailed that Russian attacks had struck a Ukrainian military airport, several ammunition depots, and other strategic locations. In addition to these strikes, the Russian military claimed to have destroyed several Ukrainian unmanned boats operating in the Black Sea. The Russian air defense systems were also active, intercepting Ukrainian rockets and drones and shooting down a Ukrainian MiG-29 fighter jet. In contrast, the Ukrainian military reported that despite these Russian offensives, they successfully prevented Russian forces from breaching their defensive lines. The Ukrainian General Staff noted that battles were ongoing in multiple regions, including Kharkiv, where Ukrainian troops managed to maintain control and thwart further Russian advances. Tensions are further inflamed by a recent joint statement from the United States and Germany. Announced on July 10th, the statement revealed that the U.S. plans to deploy advanced weapons, including the Standard 6 missile and Tomahawk cruise missile, to Germany by 2026. These systems are expected to exceed the range of existing land-based firepower in Europe. In response to concerns about the U.S. missile deployment, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Alexeyevich Ryabkov addressed the possibility of Russia's countermeasures. Ryabkov indicated that while Russia is not currently planning a nuclear response, it will consider all options and adjust its defense strategies accordingly. He emphasized that Russia must remain flexible in its approach to address the evolving security challenges posed by NATO and the U.S. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz reaffirmed Germany's support for Ukraine on Thursday, but rejected Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's request to lift restrictions on the use of Western-supplied weapons within Russian territory. Speaking at the European Political Community Summit at Blenheim Palace, Scholz emphasized that such actions are not on the table, aligning with the stance of the United States. Scholz highlighted the strong European unity against Russian aggression, noting that except for Belarus and Russia, the continent stands united. He assured continued support for Ukraine for as long as necessary.
Europe stands together against the heinous war that Russian President Putin is waging with undiminished ferocity against Ukraine. Over 40 heads of state and government have gathered here at Blenheim Palace to make this message clear, which means practically all of Europe except Belarus and Russia.
Additionally, Scholz announced an international initiative aimed at targeting Russian oil exports using outdated tankers, which he criticized for posing risks to maritime safety and the environment. He called for a global coalition to address this issue, building on existing EU sanctions. Addressing concerns about future transatlantic cooperation if Donald Trump were to become U.S. president, Scholz expressed confidence that strong collaboration would continue between governments on both sides of the Atlantic.